Let's face it, interviews can be tough and it's easy to make mistakes. We've all been there. Today, I'm going to break down 3 of the most common mistakes people make in interviews. And more importantly, what to do instead so you can stand out and feel more confident. Alrighty, number 1 mistake, not coming prepared with questions. I hear about this all the time. People show up to an interview without having any questions prepared for the interviewer. Big mistake. I personally always bring a notebook with 2 or 3 thoughtful questions ready to go. Doing this shows professionalism and shows the interviewer that you are prepared. You're engaged and you're actually interested in the job. It also gives them a little bit of a glimpse of how you would show up if they were to hire you. Curious, intentional, and serious about the role. Here are a few of my go-to questions. First one, what does a typical day look like in this position? You want to know and kind of find out what their day-to-day is like. This helps you visualize the role a little bit more. Another question I like to ask is what has kept them at this company? Of course, this is more for your insight, but this gives you a good idea of what they value and helps you to see if it aligns with your values. Just because something works for them and it aligns with their values doesn't mean it's going to align with you and your values and will ultimately work for you. One of the last questions I like to ask is, what do you enjoy most about working here? This can sometimes bring smiles, laughter, more genuine, real conversation, and helps you build that relationship and that connection with this person, which is huge. Remember, you are just talking to another person. Make it a conversation and start to build this relationship now. They value that, and that will separate you from other interviewees. All right, the second thing is the career goals question. One of the most common interview questions is, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Or what are some of your career goals? And this is often where people mess up. They start spewing their dreams about how they want to be a CEO, they want to own their own business one day, or maybe, they want to leave the industry, whatever it is, they start to spew their dreams. And what happens is the company starts to think, if we hire this person, how long will it be before they leave? Listen, we all have great dreams, but not for this moment. Companies don't want to be seen as a stepping stone. They want to know that you could potentially see yourself there for a long time and that you could grow with the company. So here is how you could answer instead. You could say something like, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do long term, but I could see myself being here for a while. I could see myself growing with the company and potentially getting into a leadership/manager role and growing with you guys. I know I can bring a lot of value. Keep it broad and genuine. That's the key. When you answer like this, it's honest, it's genuine, it keeps the door open for growth, and they feel like that you may be someone who could potentially be with the company for a long time, rather than someone who just sees it as a stepping stone and a short-lived time. Okay, number 3 is lack of preparation. Before you even start the interview, you should have some of the most common questions locked in. Now, of course, you don't want to sound like a robot, but you do want to sound confident and polished and like you have prepared. Of course, you can't predict every single question, but there are typically a few questions that come up in almost every single interview. One of them is, tell me about yourself. You should always have an elevator pitch, ready to talk about your past, what you've done recently, some of your accomplishments, to give a good broad overview of what you're done and what you can bring to the table. Another common question is, tell me about a mistake you made in a previous job and how you handled it. Always have a real story ready to go. This shows self-awareness, growth, and also how you overcome challenges. Another common question is, why does this role interest you? Always do some research beforehand about the company. You can say this role interests you because of certain values you've heard the company holds. You know people who work at the company. There are certain things in the job that you know you like to do. Come prepared beforehand to answer this question, because once again, it shows that you truly are interested in this job. When you're prepared, your confidence shows and people notice. Okay, and lastly, but probably most importantly, a bonus tip, trust in God. Pray before your interview. Pray that you will be calm. Pray that you will know how to answer the questions. Pray that you'll be able to build a relationship and connect and really converse with this interviewer. Remember, God wants you to succeed. He wants you to do well, but also you need to be okay with whatever happens, whatever God's will is. Now, you don't just pray and show up and automatically everything's gonna work out perfectly. That's not how it works. It takes a mix of preparation and that trust in God and praying to Him that creates a really great combination. You have to walk in prepared and just trust that it will all work out in the way that it is supposed to. I can promise you this. I've prayed before my interviews, before my internships, before jobs I've got, before I got married, on and on and on about so many things. And I have felt so much peace and calmness because I did this. And I know it will do the same for you. Alrighty everyone, thanks for joining me today on the Career Climb with Isaac. Please give me a follow on LinkedIn. I would love to chat with you guys. You can shoot me a message. I'd be happy to connect. Please let me know in the comments below what other videos you'd like to see. And remember, keep climbing. Appreciate you guys so much for watching this video. It really helps. Please like and subscribe this video. I really do want to make a difference and help you guys out and talk about good, relevant topics where you guys can gain valuable insight and things that will actually help you climb in your career. All right, that's a wrap.